The American Southwest, one of the most barren and unforgiving places on Earth. To survive here, every living thing must evolve to its absolute limit. From the fastest feet that explode across crumbling sand to predators armed with deadly venom, every day is an endless race for survival. Join us as we explore this mesmerizing wild world in Wild Southwest. Fastest feet versus venomous fangs. This is the Sonoran Desert, sprawling across Arizona, New Mexico, and the rugged lands bordering Mexico. This region is a canvas of nature, where red sand burns under the relentless sun, where rocks are sculpted by time and wind into strange shapes, and where dry winds carry heat like a furnace. The Sonoran Desert isn't just a landscape. It's a test of survival, where every drop of water, every patch of shade, is a treasure worth more than gold. The Southwest Desert is a world of contradictions. It's harsh, yet teeming with life. From afar, you might think it's a silent wasteland, where life seems impossible. But step closer, and you'll find a vibrant ecosystem, where thousands of plant and animal species have adapted to conditions that seem unbearable. Giant saguaro cacti, their arms raised like desert giants, stand tall through centuries, testaments to nature's resilience. Endless dunes, shimmering under the sun, hide stories of survival written by small but tenacious creatures. Beneath the sand, snakes, scorpions, and desert mice move silently, while above, hawks circle, their sharp eyes tracking every movement. But the desert isn't just sand and stone. In its hidden corners, you'll find small oases where rare streams trickle through mountain crevices, bringing life to lush greenery like desert willows or cottonwoods. These spots draw countless species, from migratory birds to rare desert mule deer, all vying for a sip of precious water. Scrubby bushes like mesquite or palo verde offer not just shade, but shelter for creatures from tiny birds to deadly snakes. This diversity fuels the Southwest Desert's vitality, a place where life and death intertwine, where every day is a fight to survive. Among the survival stories etched in the red sand, one clash stands out, captured in this animal documentary. The roadrunner versus the silent predator, the rattlesnake. They are the stars of nature's drama, where speed meets strategy and cunning is tested by instinct. In the Sonoran Desert, where every step could be the last, the roadrunner and rattlesnake embody two opposing approaches to survival. Relentless agility versus lethal patience. So, what happens when speed faces strategy? How can a small bird, no matter how fast, escape the fangs of one of the desert's deadliest predators? Or will the rattlesnake, with its millennia-honed killer instincts, prove that no one can run forever? This battle isn't just about survival. It's a story of evolution, of two creatures shaped by nature to challenge each other. In the Southwest Desert, where every day is a test, the roadrunner and rattlesnake tell a tale of life, written in speed, cunning, and instinct. The Sonoran Desert, with its secrets buried beneath the sand and its unrelenting challenges, is where nature showcases its power. Here, every species has a role. Every creature is part of a larger tapestry. The roadrunner and rattlesnake, though rivals, are part of this fragile balance. They remind us that in the desert's harshness, life isn't just about surviving, it's about adapting, about finding ways to make the impossible possible. Step into their world, where every sprint, every strike, is a testament to nature's strength. Who will survive? Who will triumph? The answer lies in the desert itself, where only the strongest, smartest creatures can continue their story. There's a creature that seems born to defy the limits of nature's harshest challenges, the roadrunner, a symbol of speed, cunning, and remarkable adaptability. In the scorching heat of the Sonoran Desert, where red sand and barren rocks dominate the landscape, the roadrunner doesn't just survive. It turns this harsh terrain into its personal playground. This is the story of a desert warrior, a small creature with the strength and wit to face challenges few species could endure. The roadrunner is one of the Southwest Desert's most unique inhabitants. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary bird, its gray-brown feathers blending seamlessly with the sand and stone. But don't be fooled by its unassuming appearance. Behind its sharp eyes and pointed beak lies a survival machine crafted with exquisite precision by nature. The roadrunner rarely flies, but it doesn't need to. Its powerful legs, with 2 toes facing forward and 2 backward, are its greatest weapon. They propel the roadrunner to speeds of up to 20 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest running birds on Earth. In the desert, where every second can mean life or death, that speed isn't just an advantage, it's everything. But speed is only part of the story in this animal documentary. The roadrunner is a born hunter, a master of agility and intelligence. Its diet is diverse, ranging from small insects like grasshoppers and beetles to larger prey like lizards, mice, and even small snakes. When hunting, the roadrunner relies not just on speed, but on precision and strategy. It can halt abruptly mid-chase, eyeing its prey with a cold, calculating stare before striking with a lethal peck. Sometimes it uses its sturdy beak to slam prey against the ground, ensuring no chance of escape. In the desert, where food is scarce and competition fierce, the roadrunner has learned to seize every opportunity, turning fleeting moments into resounding victories. The roadrunner's hunting prowess goes beyond agility. It displays remarkable intelligence, honed over millions of years in this unforgiving environment. When facing tough prey, like a small snake or a nimble lizard, the roadrunner doesn't rush in. It observes, waits, and identifies weaknesses. At times, it even employs deception, feigning distraction to lull its prey into a false sense of security before launching a sudden attack. This blend of speed, strength, and cunning makes the roadrunner one of the Southwest Desert's most formidable hunters. Surviving in the Sonoran Desert, where daytime temperatures can hit 122 degrees Fahrenheit and nights plummet near freezing, demands more than speed and smarts. The roadrunner has evolved unique adaptations to cope with this extreme environment. Water scarcity is one of the desert's greatest challenges. While other species rely on rare streams or oases, the roadrunner takes a different approach. It extracts water from its prey, the insects, lizards, or small snakes it hunts, provide not just energy, but also vital fluids. The roadrunner even conserves water by minimizing excretion, a sophisticated survival strategy that sustains it through long, dry months. Beyond water management, the roadrunner has clever ways to regulate its body temperature in the desert's extremes. In the chilly early mornings, it perches on a rock or dry branch, turning its back to the sun. Spreading its feathers, it exposes a patch of dark skin on its back, absorbing sunlight to warm its body. This isn't just practical, it's a striking example of the bird's adaptability. When the sun climbs high and the heat becomes unbearable, the roadrunner seeks shade under bushes or rock crevices, resting to conserve energy. It masters the balance between activity and rest, a critical skill in an environment where every ounce of energy counts. The roadrunner isn't just a solitary warrior. It's also a social creature with behaviors that set it apart in the wild. During mating season, the roadrunner reveals a different side, a dance of seduction. Males perform elaborate displays, hopping up and down, fanning their tails, and emitting distinctive calls to attract a mate. Sometimes they offer a gift, a captured insect or small prey, as proof of their hunting prowess. These moments aren't just about reproduction, they're about connection, about how the roadrunner sustains its species in a world full of dangers. The roadrunner's intelligence shines not only in hunting and mating, but also in outsmarting predators. In the desert, where hawks, owls, and rattlesnakes lurk, the roadrunner has developed sophisticated defenses. One of its most impressive tactics is deception. When threatened, it may pretend to be injured, dragging a wing as if unable to run. Predators, fooled by this vulnerable act, lunge, only to find the roadrunner sprinting away, vanishing into bushes or behind a rock. This strategy not only saves the roadrunner, but also exhausts its pursuer, a costly mistake in the desert's harsh conditions. A prime example of the roadrunner's cunning is how it handles small snakes, a prelude to its showdowns with rattlesnakes. When spotting a snake, the roadrunner doesn't charge in. Instead, it circles, keeping a safe distance, using its speed to wear the snake down. Sometimes, it even picks up a stick or small rock to provoke the snake, exposing its weaknesses. These behaviors showcase not just intelligence, but remarkable courage for a small bird facing far larger threats. The roadrunner is more than a creature of speed and wit. It's a symbol of resilience. In the Southwest desert, where every day battles heat, cold, and scarcity, the roadrunner doesn't just survive, it thrives. It's a living testament to the power of adaptation, proving that even in the harshest conditions, life finds a way. From its lightning-fast sprints across red sand to its seductive dances under the sun, the roadrunner is a story of life, written in agility, cunning, and unyielding will. But the roadrunner's tale isn't just about survival. It's about defying nature's limits, about facing the desert's most fearsome predators, including the rattlesnake, a foe even the boldest creatures dread. How can a small bird, no matter how fast or clever, stand up to a predator with deadly venom? The battle between speed and strategy, agility and patience awaits. To understand this confrontation, we must examine the challenger, the rattlesnake, a master of camouflage and a silent assassin of the desert. The rattlesnake is one of the most formidable reptiles of the Southwest desert. Its body is an evolutionary masterpiece, designed to blend seamlessly into the harsh desert environment. The rattlesnake's scales display intricate patterns, a subtle blend of earthy brown, stone gray, and sandy red, rendering it nearly invisible when coiled among dry shrubs, beneath a thin layer of sand, or within the crevices of desert rocks. These patterns are not just camouflage, but a silent declaration of its power, a warning that this is a creature not to be underestimated. Every mark on its body, from diamond-shaped spots to sinuous lines, has been honed by millions of years of evolution to ensure it can vanish into the very environment it calls home. The rattlesnake's most iconic feature, making it a symbol of danger in both culture and nature, is its unique tail. The rings of keratin on its tail, formed from old scales retained after each molt, create a haunting natural instrument. When threatened, the rattlesnake shakes its tail, and the rings collide, producing a dry, chilling rattle, an unmistakable warning. This sound, echoing across sandy plains and rocky ravines, signals to any nearby creature that they are in the presence of a deadly threat. Yet the rattle is not just a threat, it's a defensive strategy, helping the rattlesnake avoid unnecessary confrontations, conserving precious energy in the desert's harsh environment. The rattlesnake's fearsome reputation goes beyond its appearance or sound. Its true weapon is its venom, a lethal cocktail of enzymes and toxins delivered through two sharp, curved fangs in its upper jaw. These fangs, folding back when not in use, spring forward with astonishing speed during an attack. The venom is an evolutionary marvel, capable of paralyzing the nervous system, destroying tissue, and preventing blood clotting in its prey, ensuring no chance of escape. A single bite, with a precise dose of venom, can kill a desert mouse, lizard, or small bird within minutes. Beyond its role as a weapon, the venom also aids digestion, breaking down prey from the inside, allowing the rattlesnake to consume meals larger than its own body. In the desert, where food is scarce and every meal is a triumph, the rattlesnake has turned ruthlessness into a survival art. The rattlesnake's hunting prowess is a testament to nature's precision. Unlike the roadrunner, which relies on speed and agility to chase prey, the rattlesnake takes a different path. It doesn't run, chase, or waste energy in dramatic pursuits. Instead, it is a master of patience, a hunter that waits for the perfect moment. The rattlesnake possesses a secret weapon, heat-sensing pits, located just below its eyes. These sensitive pits act as natural infrared detectors, allowing the snake to detect the slightest changes in body heat from warm-blooded creatures. Whether in the dense darkness of a desert night or under the scorching daytime sun. A desert mouse scurrying several feet away, a lizard resting in the shade, or a small bird perched on a branch, all are visible to the rattlesnake's thermal vision. This heat-sensing ability makes it a hunter that never misses, even when darkness blankets the Sonoran Desert. rattlesnake's hunting strategy is a lesson in efficiency. It wastes no energy on unnecessary movements. Instead, it selects a strategic position, a dry bush, a rock crevice, or a thin layer of sand, and coils itself, becoming part of the landscape. There, it lies still, nearly invisible. Its patience is almost limitless. It can wait hours, even days, for prey to wander into its strike zone. When the moment arrives, the rattlesnake strikes with breathtaking speed and precision. Its head lunges forward like an arrow, fangs sinking deep into the prey, injecting venom in an instant. Then, it retreats, calmly waiting for the venom to do its work. The prey, even if it tries to flee, cannot go far. The rattlesnake simply follows the scent or heat trail to its fallen victim. In the desert, where every ounce of energy is precious, this ambush strategy is a masterpiece of economy and effectiveness. Yet the rattlesnake is more than a predator. It is a vital piece of the Southwest Desert's complex ecosystem. By consuming desert mice, rabbits, or insects, it controls populations of rodents and insects that could otherwise multiply rapidly and disrupt the balance. In the vast sandy expanses of the Sonoran Desert, where vegetation is scarce and food chains are fragile, the rattlesnake acts as an invisible regulator. Without it, rodents could devastate precious mesquite or palo verde shrubs, depleting food sources for other species and pushing the ecosystem toward chaos. Though feared, the rattlesnake is essential to maintaining the desert's natural harmony. Its role extends beyond prey control. The rattlesnake interacts with other desert species, weaving a complex web of life. To predatory birds like hawks, owls, or eagles, it is both a threat and potential prey. A bold hawk might swoop down to seize a young rattlesnake, but if careless, it could fall victim to the very venom it sought to hunt. These encounters highlight the desert's delicate balance, where no species truly dominates, and all depend on each other in a fragile chain of survival. The rattlesnake also faces other predators, like coyotes or javelinas, which may challenge it for territory or food. Each interaction, whether hunting or being hunted, is part of the daily drama of survival in the Southwest Desert. For humans, the rattlesnake has long been a symbol of danger and mystery. Its distinctive rattle is an unmistakable signal, making even seasoned hunters or explorers wary. In the cultures of southwestern indigenous tribes, such as the Navajo or Hopi, the rattlesnake is often seen as a symbol of power and respect for nature. To modern people, however, it often evokes fear rather than awe. Yet the rattlesnake is not inherently aggressive. It strikes only when threatened, when its territory is invaded, or when it has no escape. Its rattle, though eerie, is a warning, a call to keep distance and avoid conflict. In the desert, where every creature learns to coexist with danger, the rattlesnake reminds us that survival depends on mutual respect. rattlesnake's presence in the Southwest desert is a lesson in the power of patience and strategy. In a world that often celebrates speed, the rattlesnake chooses a different path, one of silence, waiting, and absolute precision. Each rattle, each strike, testifies to its perfect evolution. It is not just a predator, but an artist of survival, a creature that has turned the desert's scorching heat, freezing cold, and scarcity into advantages. It embodies adaptation, transforming the harshest conditions into opportunities to thrive. But in the Sonoran Desert, where every day is a test, the rattlesnake is not invincible. It is about to face a vastly different opponent, a creature that relies not on patience or venom, but on speed, cunning, and relentless determination. The roadrunner awaits, ready to challenge the rattlesnake's dominance. Can the snake's heat-sensing pits, deadly venom, and boundless patience overcome the roadrunner's blazing speed and sharp intelligence? Or will the silent predator's deadly precision yield to relentless agility? This showdown between two warriors forged by millions of years of evolution is a story of survival, adaptation, and the limits of power. In the harsh Sonoran Desert, a life-or-death battle is about to unfold between the roadrunner, a symbol of speed, cunning, and indomitable will, and the rattlesnake, a silent predator with deadly venom. This is a classic confrontation, where nature has forged two creatures to challenge each other in a world where a single mistake can lead to a permanent end. At dawn, the first rays of sunlight filter through the limestone mountains, casting a golden hue over the dunes and making the rare dewdrops sparkle. The cool morning air gradually warms, signaling a day of survival challenges. The roadrunner glides across the ground, its powerful legs beating a rhythm, its sharp eyes scanning every bush for food. Each step is a testament to its perfect adaptation, enabling it to dominate the desert. But in the shadows of a mesquite bush, the rattlesnake lies in wait, its camouflaged body blending seamlessly with the sand and dry leaves. Its cold eyes track the roadrunner, its heat-sensitive senses detecting the bird's warmth. It patiently awaits the perfect moment to strike, knowing that in the desert, every opportunity is precious. The roadrunner, with its warrior instincts, senses danger. It pauses, moving cautiously, probing each step. The rattlesnake suddenly lunges, its body stretching like an arrow, but the roadrunner dodges with lightning speed, leaving a cloud of dust in the sand. Not content with merely escaping, it taunts the snake with bold leaps, feinting forward and retreating, even using a stick to harass the snake, causing it to lose patience and expose a weakness. The rattlesnake, with its perfect patience and camouflage, is not easily defeated. It retreats, coils itself, and waits for the roadrunner's mistake. This battle is a clash of speed versus patience, cunning versus strategy. Sometimes the roadrunner triumphs with its agility, even turning the snake into prey with a lethal peck. But at other times, the rattlesnake gains the upper hand with a precise strike, its venom quickly subduing its opponent. This confrontation is not just a battle between two species, but a testament to nature's balance. The roadrunner and the rattlesnake, though enemies, are products of evolution, honed to face the desert's harsh challenges. Each has a chance to win, creating a dance of life and death, where survival and demise intertwine, telling a story of adaptation and endurance. But in the desert, the rattlesnake faces more than just the roadrunner. From the blazing sky or the dim shadows, two other enemies emerge, bringing threats that even a master of camouflage like the rattlesnake struggles to counter. the eagle and the great horned owl. If the roadrunner challenges the snake with speed and cunning, the eagle and great horned owl bring power from above and the ruthlessness of apex predators. The eagle is a symbol of power and dominance, with mighty wings spanning wide, razor-sharp eyes, and talons that can pierce the toughest hide. The eagle is one of the rattlesnake's most formidable predators. The golden eagle, with a wingspan that can exceed 6.5 feet, is a masterpiece of nature. Its dark brown plumage, accented with golden patches on its head and neck, blends into the desert sunlight as it soars hundreds of feet above. Its superior vision can detect a rattlesnake's movement from over 0.6 miles away, even when the snake is hidden among sand and rocks. This visual prowess, combined with a diving speed that can reach 150 miles per hour, makes the eagle a nightmare from above for any creature on the ground. The eagle's talons, particularly the hind talons, are lethal weapons. Each can exert pressure equivalent to hundreds of pounds, enough to crush bones or hold prey in an instant. When the eagle spots a rattlesnake slithering through the sand or resting under a bush, it locks onto its target with near-perfect precision. Its dive is not only swift but silent, thanks to specialized feathers that minimize wing noise. The rattlesnake, despite its keen heat-sensing abilities, often has no time to react to the speed and surprise of an aerial assault. The eagle doesn't rely solely on physical strength, but is also a master strategist. Unlike the roadrunner, which confronts the snake directly with cunning, the eagle leverages its height advantage. It often circles the sky, observing the ground with terrifying patience, waiting for the snake to leave its hiding spot. In some cases, the eagle even uses the environment to its advantage, flying low to cast a shadow that panics the snake into revealing itself or using the glaring sun to disorient its prey. When attacking, the eagle typically targets the snake's head or midsection, areas less likely to result in a counterbite. A precise dive can kill the snake instantly, with talons piercing its body and holding it fast before it can coil in defense. However, the rattlesnake is no easy prey. With its perfect camouflage and quick reflexes, it can coil into a defensive spiral and bare its venomous fangs. In rare cases, a large rattlesnake can injure an eagle if the dive misses its mark, striking only the tail or body, leaving the snake able to fight back. One scorching desert noon, when the heat makes the air shimmer like waves, a golden eagle soars in the deep blue sky. From its vantage point, it spots a rattlesnake slithering through a rocky crevice, its body glinting in the sunlight. Unaware of the danger above, the snake continues moving to find new shelter. The eagle locks onto its target, subtly adjusting its wings to descend, preparing for the dive. Without a sound or sign, only a fleeting shadow on the sand signals the predator's approach. The rattlesnake, with its acute senses, suddenly halts, detecting a change in the environment. Its tail rattles, emitting its signature warning, but it's too late. The eagle dives like an arrow, talons spread wide, aiming for the snake's head. In an instant, the snake coils and bares its fangs, attempting a final strike. but the eagle's talons pierce its body, pinning it before it can resist. With a powerful wing beat, the eagle lifts the snake into the air, carrying its prize to a nest high on a rocky cliff. Yet, the eagle doesn't always win easily. A large, experienced rattlesnake can turn the hunt into a dangerous battle. In some cases, the snake may dodge the initial dive by slithering into a crevice or coiling to protect its head. If the eagle doesn't retreat quickly, the snake's venom can inflict severe injury, weakening its ability to fly or hunt. These encounters highlight nature's delicate balance, where both predator and prey wield formidable weapons for survival. The eagle is not only a foe of the rattlesnake, but a vital part of the desert ecosystem. By controlling populations of snakes and rodents, eagles maintain the food chain's balance. Their presence also exerts evolutionary pressure on rattlesnakes, forcing them to develop more sophisticated camouflage and defense strategies. In turn, rattlesnakes challenge eagles, sharpening their hunting skills and observational abilities over millions of years of evolution. If the eagle rules the daytime sky, the great horned owl, Bubo virginianus, is the shadowy monarch of the desert night. With its majestic appearance, glowing yellow eyes like twin lanterns in the dark, and near-silent hunting prowess, the great horned owl is one of the rattlesnake's most fearsome predators. With a wingspan of nearly 5 feet and razor-sharp talons, this owl is equipped by nature to be a nighttime assassin, making even the rattlesnake wary when the sun sets. The great horned owl is one of the largest owl species in the American Southwest, its gray-brown plumage blending perfectly with the desert environment. The horns on its head, actually tufts of feathers, not only lend a regal appearance, but also conceal its piercing eyes, making it hard for prey to detect in the dark. Its vision, far superior to a human's, allows it to spot a rattlesnake's movement even in the faint light of a full moon. Its hearing is even more remarkable. Asymmetrical ears can pinpoint the exact source of a sound, even the faint slither of a snake on sand. The owl's silent flight is its ultimate weapon. Specially structured feathers with soft edges allow it to glide through the air without a sound, making it nearly impossible for prey to detect an attack until it's too late. Its talons, though not as powerful as an eagle's, are sharp enough to pierce a rattlesnake's scales, gripping the prey before it can resist. Unlike the eagle, which hunts from high above during the day, the great horned owl operates primarily at night, using darkness to mask its presence. It often perches on dry branches or high rocks, scanning the ground with absolute patience. When it spots a rattlesnake slithering in search of prey or shelter, the owl silently spreads its wings, gliding down with terrifying speed and precision. Its attacks typically target the snake's head or upper body, where venom is less likely to be effective. The rattlesnake's heat-sensing abilities can sometimes detect the owl's presence, especially if it moves too close. However, the owl's silent flight and camouflage make it nearly invisible. In some cases, the owl even uses distraction tactics, such as flapping its wings to create noise in one direction, diverting the snake's attention before striking from another. One chilly desert night, as a light breeze carries the scent of dust, a great horned owl perches on a dry mesquite branch, its glowing yellow eyes scanning the ground. A rattlesnake slithers through the sand, hunting for a mouse or lizard. Unaware it's being watched from above, the snake pauses to stalk its prey. The owl, with the patience of an assassin, waits for the perfect moment. As the snake halts, the owl silently spreads its wings, gliding down like a phantom. The rattlesnake, sensing a shift in the air, rattles its tail in warning, but the sound can't stop the owl. With a precise strike, the owl's talons pierce the snake's body, pinning it before it can coil in defense. In an instant, the snake becomes the owl's meal, carried back to a nest to feed its waiting chicks on a rocky ledge. Yet, the rattlesnake isn't always the victim. In rare cases, a large snake can fight back, landing a bite on the owl if its talons miss a vital spot. The snake's venom can cause severe injury or even kill the owl if it doesn't retreat quickly. These encounters underscore nature's fragile balance, where both predator and prey have a chance to prevail. The great horned owl plays a crucial role in controlling rattlesnake and small animal populations in the desert. By hunting at night, it complements the eagle's daytime role, creating an effective biological control system. The owl's presence also pushes rattlesnakes to develop more sophisticated survival strategies, such as limiting nighttime movement or seeking more secure shelters. This animal documentary showcases the intricate balance of the Sonoran Desert, where the roadrunner, rattlesnake, eagle, and great horned owl engage in a timeless dance of survival, each perfectly adapted to thrive in one of nature's harshest arenas. The battle between the rattlesnake and its adversaries, the roadrunner, the eagle, and the great horned owl, is not just about individual survival, but also about the balance of nature. However, this remarkable ecosystem faces unprecedented threats from human activities, from urbanization to climate change, that threaten to erase the survival stories we have witnessed. Yet, amidst the shadow of these dangers, glimmers of hope shine through, with efforts to protect the desert and the creatures that call it home. Across the desert, cities like Phoenix and Tucson are expanding at a rapid pace. The sandy expanses once roamed by roadrunners are now replaced by concrete and asphalt. Saguaro cacti, which have stood tall for centuries, are felled to make way for residential areas and shopping centers. Small streams, vital lifelines for countless species, are drying up due to groundwater extraction to supply increasingly thirsty urban areas. Highways and steel fences fragment the desert, disrupting the natural migration paths of species. For the roadrunner, urbanization poses a direct threat. This bird requires vast open spaces to run, hunt, and forage. However, roads and fences trap them, or worse, lead to their death under vehicle tires as they attempt to cross artificial barriers. A study from the University of Arizona reveals that highly urbanized areas have significantly lower roadrunner populations, with numbers dropping by up to 60% in some regions near cities. Rattlesnakes are also heavily impacted. The rocky crevices and mesquite bushes, where they hide and hunt, are leveled for housing developments. Habitat fragmentation reduces their chances of finding mates and food, leading to isolated, genetically weakened populations. Moreover, humans often view rattlesnakes as threats, resulting in hunting or extermination, significantly reducing their numbers. Reports from the Arizona Game and Fish Department indicate that rattlesnake populations have declined by up to 40% in some areas over the past 2 decades. Golden eagles face their own challenges. High-rise buildings and power lines disrupt their flight paths, increasing the risk of fatal collisions. Wind turbines, built for renewable energy, unintentionally become hazards, with hundreds of eagles dying annually from striking turbine blades. Habitat loss also reduces prey availability, forcing eagles to fly farther to hunt, expending precious energy in the harsh desert environment. The great horned owl, the night's assassin, is affected by artificial light from cities. This light disrupts their hunting cycles, making it harder to spot prey or leaving them vulnerable to other species. Urbanized areas also eliminate the dry trees and rocky outcrops where owls perch to observe. A study by the National Audubon Society shows that great horned owl populations near urban areas have declined by up to 30% due to habitat loss and light pollution. Urbanization also introduces invasive species, further complicating the ecosystem. Bufflegrass, an invasive grass introduced for erosion control, has spread widely and heightened the risk of wildfires. In the Sonoran Desert, where natural wildfires are rare, bufflegrass-fueled fires can destroy saguaro cacti, eliminating nesting sites for great horned owls and eagles, while reducing indirect food sources for roadrunners and rattlesnakes. Feral house cats, another invasive species, compete with roadrunners for food and prey on rodents that rattlesnakes depend on, disrupting the food chain. If urbanization is a direct invasion, climate change is a silent foe, creeping into every corner of the Sonoran Desert. Average temperatures in the region have risen by more than 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit over the past century, according to NOAA data. And hotter, longer summers are pushing species to their survival limits. Prolonged droughts with erratic rainfall deplete small oases, precious water sources relied upon by roadrunners, rattlesnakes, eagles, and great horned owls. For roadrunners, extreme temperatures reduce the availability of insects and lizards, their primary food sources. As plants like mesquite and palo verde decline due to water scarcity, insects become scarcer, forcing roadrunners to compete more fiercely for food. High temperatures also make roadrunners prone to exhaustion, as they must run more in the scorching heat to hunt. Rattlesnakes, adapted to arid environments, are not immune to climate change. Rising temperatures alter their activity patterns, forcing them to hunt at unusual times, such as late at night to avoid daytime heat. Droughts reduce populations of desert mice and rabbits, leading to food shortages. A University of Arizona study predicts that if temperatures continue to rise, rattlesnake populations could decline by up to 50% by the year 2050 in some areas. Golden eagles, with high energy demands for soaring and hunting, are severely affected by scarce prey. High temperatures reduce hunting efficiency, as eagles expend more energy in harsh conditions. Droughts also diminish small streams, where bald eagles often hunt fish, forcing them to migrate farther, risking exhaustion or disorientation. Great horned owls, primarily active at night, face hotter nights that disrupt their biological cycles. High temperatures cause prey like desert mice to be less active at night, reducing the owl's hunting opportunities. The decline in vegetation also eliminates ideal hunting grounds, forcing owls to compete with other species or risk hunting near urban areas, where artificial light hampers their efficiency. Climate change also triggers domino effects. As vegetation becomes scarce, the food chain is disrupted, impacting every species in the ecosystem. If rattlesnakes can no longer control desert mouse populations, these rodents may explode in numbers, devastating plants and depleting food sources for other species. If roadrunners stop controlling insects, pest species may proliferate, harming vegetation, Eagles and great horned owls, at the top of the food chain, suffer greatly when prey diminishes, destabilizing the balance the desert has maintained for millions of years. Human pollution also contributes to the crisis. Chemicals from agriculture and industry seep into soil and water, contaminating food sources. For instance, pesticides can accumulate in insects, affecting roadrunners that consume them. Similarly, rattlesnakes may be indirectly poisoned by eating contaminated rodents, reducing their reproductive capacity and health. Eagles and great horned owls, high on the food chain, are vulnerable to bioaccumulation, where toxins concentrate in their prey's bodies. Despite the shadow of urbanization and climate change looming over the Sonoran Desert, glimmers of hope shine through, illuminating the path to protect this unique ecosystem. Conservation organizations, scientists, and local communities are uniting to safeguard the home of the roadrunner, rattlesnake, eagle, and great horned owl, giving these desert warriors a chance to continue their survival stories. National parks like Saguaro National Park in Arizona serve as the last strongholds for wildlife. These vast areas are protected from urban encroachment, providing safe spaces for roadrunners to run, rattlesnakes to hide, eagles to soar, and great horned owls to hunt. Park managers work tirelessly to maintain these areas, from removing invasive species like bufflegrass to protecting streams and saguaro cacti. According to the National Park Service, Saguaro National Park has helped maintain stable populations of roadrunners and great horned owls, while supporting the recovery of rattlesnakes in some areas. These preserves also serve as research and monitoring hubs. Biologists use technologies like camera traps and GPS trackers to monitor the movements of eagles and great horned owls, gaining insights into their ecological needs. This data forms the basis for effective conservation strategies, from protecting nesting sites to ensuring food availability. Restoration programs are breathing new life into the Sonoran Desert. One of the largest efforts involves replanting native species like saguaro, mesquite, and palo verde. These plants provide shelter and indirect food sources for roadrunners, rattlesnakes, and the prey of eagles and great horned owls. Organizations like the Desert Botanical Garden in Arizona have planted thousands of native trees, creating green corridors to reconnect fragmented habitats, allowing roadrunners and rattlesnakes to move more freely. Protecting water sources is another priority. Projects to restore small streams and oases, such as those in Sabino Canyon, ensure that species have enough water to survive increasingly severe droughts. These efforts benefit not only roadrunners and rattlesnakes, but also bald eagles, which rely on streams for fish, and great horned owls, which need water to stay healthy during hot nights. Invasive species control programs are also critical. Volunteers and scientists work to remove bufflegrass, reducing wildfire risks and protecting saguaro cacti, nesting sites for great horned owls and eagles. Meanwhile, programs to control feral cats and other invasives reduce competitive pressure on roadrunners and rattlesnakes, ensuring the food chain remains intact. Technological advances are opening new opportunities for conservation. Researchers use satellites and environmental sensors to monitor climate change impacts, from temperature shifts to vegetation decline. These data help predict high-risk areas, allowing conservationists to prioritize resources. For example, climate models have identified critical areas for protecting golden eagle habitats, where they need high rocky outcrops for nesting. GPS and tracking bands are used to study species behavior. Scientists have equipped eagles and great horned owls with trackers to understand how they adapt to urbanization, enabling the creation of ecological corridors to connect fragmented habitats. For rattlesnakes, microchip programs monitor populations, ensuring they are not isolated by habitat fragmentation. Technology also aids community education. Mobile apps and platforms like iNaturalist allow residents to record sightings of roadrunners, rattlesnakes, eagles, and great horned owls, providing valuable data for scientists. These efforts not only enhance research, but also raise public awareness about the importance of protecting the desert. Local communities are the heart of conservation efforts. In Arizona, volunteer groups participate in projects like Save Our Saguaros, removing bufflegrass and planting native trees. Schools organize educational programs, taking students to preserves to learn about roadrunners, rattlesnakes, eagles, and great horned owls, inspiring the next generation to protect nature. Indigenous tribes, like the Tohono O'odham, play a vital role, using traditional knowledge to support plant restoration and water protection projects. Awareness campaigns, such as Tucson's Lights Out, encourage residents to reduce artificial light at night, helping great horned owls hunt more effectively. Living with Snakes programs educate people about the rattlesnake's role in the ecosystem, reducing unnecessary killing. These efforts are gradually changing how people view the desert, from a barren wasteland to an ecological treasure worth protecting. You can help keep the American Southwest alive with the sound of the roadrunner's racing wings, the chilling rattle of the rattlesnake, and the breath of an ecosystem that seems barren but is astonishingly fragile. Safe from the threats of urbanization, overexploitation, and climate change. Like this video, share the fierce journey of speed versus venom from the Ona Wild Animal Documentary channel, and subscribe to join us in exploring the raw beauty of nature through our animal documentaries. Every action you take is a step toward keeping the desert's rhythm alive. What will you do to protect this American Southwest before it turns to dust?